All right, hello class. Let's continue our lessons with fractions, starting with lesson 8.3. So first we start off lesson 8.3 with two vocabulary words that we've already seen. So let's go over that. The first one is a fraction, which is what we are studying this chapter. A fraction is a number that names part of a whole or part of a group. So a fraction is a piece, whether it's one to however many pieces there are, of a item, right? That's what we've been talking about. In a fraction, the top number tells us how many equal parts are being counted. So this right here tells us how many equal parts are being counted. And who remembers what the top number is called in a fraction? We're going to get there in another lesson, but who remembers? It's called the numerator. Then the bottom number tells how many equal parts are in the whole number or in the group. So this number tells us how many pieces there are altogether in the whole group. That's right here, and that is the denominator. If you remembered, good job. If not, I just wrote it for you. Now we have our other vocabulary word, a unit fraction. A unit fraction names one equal part of a whole. It has 1 as its top number. 1/6 is a unit fraction. So a unit fraction is any fraction that has a 1 as its numerator. So it could be 1/5, it could be 1/3, it could be 1/4, it could be 1/8. These are all examples of unit fractions. Okay? Any fraction with 1 as its numerator. So let's go to unlock the problem to see what it is we are talking about. Luke's family picked strawberries. They used them to make a strawberry pie. They cut it into 6 equal pieces. Luke ate 1 piece. What fraction of the strawberry pie did he eat? So let's see. We have a pie that has 6 slices cut out, and Luke ate 1 slice of it. And the question is asking us, what fraction of the strawberry pie did he eat? So we're trying to find out what fraction it is. We're actually looking for a fraction. So let's see. The first part says, find part of a whole. Shade 1 of the 6 equal parts. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to shade it in. Boom, there it is. 1 part is shaded in. So if I shade in 1 part out of all the equal parts, that says it's called 1/6 in words, and the fraction looks like 1/6. Okay? So what's the fraction? What fraction of the pie did he eat? Luke ate 1/6 of the pie. And you see, it makes sense because only 1 part of all of these triangles is shaded in. That's the 1 slice that he ate, right? So it's like 1 is missing. So our fraction would be that 1 that he ate out of everything else. Okay? Not too bad, right? Let's go to the next part. Use a fraction to find a whole. This shape right here, the square, is 1/4 of the whole. Here are examples of what the whole could look like. So you see here, this is 1 square out of 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 square out of 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 1 square out of 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1/4 can look many different ways when we have this 1 square right here. As long as there are 4 squares all together and they are equal, 1/4 can look like any of this. Okay? If it asked me to shade in 1/4 of these, I would do this, just like I did with the pie up there. Shaded in 1 piece out of 4. Make sense? Let's continue. All right, we are ready to do share and show. We're going to do this part together, and then you will do on your own. So let's look at share and show number 1. What fraction names the shaded part? So the think part says 1 out of 3 equal parts is shaded. So that gives us a hint. How many equal parts do we have? 1, 2, 3. And how many parts is shaded? One part is shaded. So that tells us our fraction right there. However many we have all together, equal parts, will be our denominator, and we have 3. And however many is shaded is our numerator, and we have 1. So this fraction right here is 1/3. Excellent. Pretty easy, right? I think so too. Let's keep going. The directions say, write the number of equal parts in the whole. Then write the fraction that names the shaded part. So first we're going to write how many equal parts it has altogether. Then we're going to write the fraction. So let's count to see how many equal parts are here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal parts. Now, of those 6 equal parts, how many pieces are shaded? Only 1 is shaded. So what is our fraction going to be? We know how many pieces are all together, and that is our denominator. So we have our line, we have 6. Now what's our numerator to make our fraction? Well, there's only 1 piece shaded, so it is 1. 1/6. That should be your answer. Move on to number 3. How many equal parts do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 equal parts. How many pieces are shaded? 1. So our fraction is 1/8. Now, what kind of fractions are these again? What are they called? Do you remember? It was one of your vocabulary words. It was in the beginning of the lesson. They are unit fractions. Very good. They're unit fractions simply because 1 is the numerator of them, of the fraction. That makes it a unit fraction. Excellent. Let's keep going. Number 4. How many equal parts? 1, 2, 3. We have 3 equal parts. How many are shaded? 1. So our fraction is 1/3. Excellent. Next part. How many equal parts? 1, 2. How many pieces shaded? Only 1. So our fraction is 1/2. Next one, how many equal parts? 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. How many pieces shaded? 1. So our fraction is 1/4. And the last one, share and show. How many equal parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 equal parts. What's our fraction? How many pieces are shaded? Only 1 out of all 8, so our fraction is 1/8. Excellent job, guys. You see, this was pretty easy. All you need to do is remember how the fraction is how many are shaded over how many are all together. So let's see what your assignment is going to be. All right, your assignment is to do on your own numbers 8 through 17 and on the back to do number 23 as well. Okay, so for numbers 8 through 13, it's going to be exactly what we just did on share and show. Okay, yes, there is a hot question. It looks a little confusing, but don't let it trick you, okay? I want you guys to try to answer this question. Yes, it's weird. Yes, it can be a little confusing, but just think about it and try, okay? Try this one. This one's not going to be counted if you get it wrong. I just want you to try. For the bottom half down here, it's telling you to draw a picture of the whole. So this right here, what you see is the part of the whole that's shaded. So it wants you to see what shape is this before it took out the one piece. What is this supposed to be? What is this supposed to be? Remember, this tells you how many pieces were there all together. So all you got to do is draw what it looked like before they took the piece out, okay? Because these are unit fractions, so only one piece was shaded in out of the whole. So draw the whole, okay? And then on the back, you just have to answer the question by bubbling it in, okay? So go ahead and work on your own numbers 8 through 17 and 23.